clock, boys. 3, 2, 1.
What's going on, guys? I hope you're all having a great day. A lot of you guys that just clicked on this video are like, what the hell, man? What's going on? I'll explain everything in a few short minutes, hopefully. We'll keep this video about 10 minutes or less. But we're going to be hitting some new trails today, so we might go a little bit over if we get some new trails and we having a good time. But the Can-Am, right? Where's the Can-Am at? First, if you're new to the channel or just clicking on this video, this is a Can-Am 850 XT. 2017 model. I absolutely love it. I couldn't love it more. I have so much fun on this Can-Am. I put 21 hours, almost 22 hours on this Can-Am in about 2 months. And if you guys don't have an ATV, that is a lot of hours, a ton of hours. Let's see how many miles we put on it. Let's see. I put 282 miles on it. I mean, that's kind of a lot of miles too. In 2 months on an ATV, that's unheard of. Pretty much, I've had a ton of fun with this thing. I love it so much, actually. I'm thinking about trading it in and getting, again, a Can-Am, again, an Outlander, but an XMR. And now that I have a Can-Am and now that I've seen the power that these things make, I've just fell in love with it. This is an 850. Now, my plan is to hopefully trade this one in with obviously cash down on top, which I've saved up a little bit here in the past couple months because I've been thinking about it ever since this day. I'll show you a picture here on the screen. Now, this day was the day I was supposed to shoot a video for you guys, but as you know, you've never seen this video, and there's a reason behind that. You never saw that video because I only lasted about 5 minutes at that swamp. I didn't even get to the swamp. And the whole thing, I know a lot of you guys are going to comment, man, just build this thing up. What are you talking about? What are we even talking about right now? Just build this one. It's an 850. It can spin big tires. Right, that makes sense. Right, that was my plan. That was my original plan. It makes financial sense, right? Because I can make YouTube videos modifying this and, you know, get the money off the YouTube videos. Whoa, hit a little stick. But I can make the money off the YouTube videos, modifying it, things like that, and it would make a lot of sense. You know, I'd build revenue that way and making videos out of it. Or, so the plan is to trade this one in with cash down on top, obviously, on a Can-Am 1000 XMR. Now, let me explain real quick why I would do that. The money it would take me to modify this thing into what I want it to be would cost me just about as much as it would to just get an XMR 1000. And not only would I have the rad kit, the bigger tires, the lift, the Fox suspension, the crazy Fox suspension. Those things are crazy. But the torque those things come with is insane. I just rode one 2 days ago. But whenever I rode the 1000 a couple days ago, it was an XMR model. It was a 2016 though. I'd hopefully try to get a 2017. I absolutely fell in love. And the amount of money I would put into this one, into building it up to make that one, it doesn't really make sense. Like I said, I could make videos on this one modifying it into kind of like an XMR, but when I'm done with that, it's still going to be an 850. It's still not going to be a 1000, hitting a lot of heavy sand right here, but it'd still be an 850 at the end of the day. It would have the rad kit, it would have the lift, it would have the tires. It probably wouldn't have the Fox suspension, probably wouldn't be the best idea to do that. I'd probably just keep the stock shocks on it, things like that. There's a couple extra things that it just makes a little bit more sense to try and trade this one in, cash down on top. I've been saving up and do it that way. And if this deal goes through and if I can figure something out within this next week, I'm definitely going to let you guys know if I can make it happen financially. The biggest thing when I was at Hattiesburg Cycles in Mississippi, whenever I bought this thing about 2 months ago, a lot of you guys who've been sticking with the channel for a while know, you know, exactly when I got this. I was so excited. It's exactly what I wanted. This color I love, the 850 I love. This thing will run 78 miles an hour. This is a very strong machine. It can definitely turn the 30s or 31s I throw on it. But as you guys know, I was transitioning from Hawaii to Alabama. The pay is completely different. My monthly mortgage completely different. Everything was different. There was a lot of change going on at the time. And I didn't know exactly where I'd sit financially as far as affording a monthly payment for a new four-wheeler, right? So I went way on the safe side. I don't want to say exactly what I paid or exactly my monthly payment, but trust me, I'm way on the safe side on this thing. A little bit too much on the safe side, and that's what's kind of upsetting me. And don't take that the wrong way. I pretty much just want to say I went on the safe side because I didn't know where my money was at the time. Now that I've been at Fort Rucker for a few months, I know where my money's at. My pay is finally straightened out. In the Army, you know, it can take a while for your pay to straighten out, but it's finally straightened out. I know what my monthly income is, and I feel comfortable going up to that next level in a 1000 XMR. Now, it's all pending. You know, don't get mad at me in a week or 2 weeks this doesn't happen. It's all pending, of course, if the dealership, one, has the ATV that I want. I'm not going to tell you guys what color scheme I want to go with, but it's going to be sick if I can get one. And I'm probably going to have to wait on it. you know, they'd probably have to order is what I'm getting at here. And then two, I'm not gonna let the dealership, you guys know how I am, I'm not gonna let the dealership rape me in the price of it. You know, if it's a ridiculous price, I'll just wait and tell them, I'll walk out the door. I'll trailer something 4 hours away to pick one up, and I will leave with an empty trailer before I sit there and get a deal that's, I know, not at the right price. So those are the two things pending right now. One, if they have the ATV in the color scheme I want it, and two, if they have it at the right price. And when I mean at the right price, I know they're not screwing me over, and I know I'm not going to necessarily disrespect them on the offer I'd give them. It's just I would put out an offer that I'd be willing to pay. And if they don't accept that offer, then I'll walk out the door. So pending those two things, we hopefully will be upgrading an ATV pretty soon. This one has 21 hours on it right now, so it's definitely worn. I think the break-in period is like 10 hours on it, so it's like double the break-in period right now. But if I did get the Can-Am XMR 1000, I think it would definitely make a lot of you happy. A lot of you guys are always commenting down below, man, hit the mud, I want to see mudding videos in this thing, mudding vlogs, let's get them. And that's what I want to do, guys. I would love to make all those videos for you. And I actually turned down a trip to Bogs and Boulders this past weekend because this thing's completely stock. You know, right now, when I was price matching everything this past 2 weeks, I've been price matching everything, the lift, the tires, the rims I want to go with. Everything just wasn't making financial sense for me to go ahead and make that huge purchase whenever I can just trade this in, put all that money I've been saving up these past couple months on top of this one, and try to just go in there, hey, bargain with them a little bit and see if I can get a 1000 XMR. That's the goal. We're going to try to make it happen. And I'd be able to make the mud riding vlogs that you guys want to see with it being completely stock. That XMR will dig through a pretty big mud hole just completely stock. I've looked at all the numbers, and down the road, about a year down the road is kind of where I priced it out at. It makes a lot more sense to go with the XMR. So we're going to see what we can do. We're going to stop talking about it. I pretty much hit every single point I wanted to hit. I hope you guys can kind of understand that. It's not a for sure thing, but I really am going to try to do that. We'll do a 0 to 70 mile an hour pull here. Let's see if we can get a straightaway. Actually, I'll just go back. Whoa. Whoa, look at this property right here. This is an old house or barn or something. Somebody probably used to have some cattle or horses in. We're going to turn around. We're not going to touch these guys' grass because, you know, these people out here, these rednecks are kind of crazy. You guys know what I'm talking about. You touch the grass, this dang get a shotgun on you real quick. We are going to do a no cars coming this way, no cars coming this way. We're going to do a 0 to 70 mile an hour pull on this thing. I just went down this road for the first time, but I didn't see any major bumps, so we should be all right. By the way, this thing will spin the tires. If you guys didn't know, I'm not going to do it right here because I don't know these people. I don't want them to get mad. But all right, let's go to 0 miles an hour. And start your clock, boys. 3, 2, 1. Woo! I'd probably say, I don't have a clock on me right now, but I'd probably say that was about 6-7 seconds. I don't know. You guys comment down below. Let me know. What messed me up is that wheelie in the beginning. I lost like 2 or 3 seconds probably on my dang time. Whenever I rode that 1000 the other day, though, it's freaking amazing. I love that 1000. I think they top out at the same top speed. I think they top out at like 78. And actually, matter of fact, I think on the website, on Can-Am's website, they say that these machines max out at like 74. But I've got this thing to 78 on a straightaway. And it was a level plane, so it wasn't like I was going downhill or anything. It was a level plane. I got this thing to 78, and you guys seen how easy this thing will get to 70. So it definitely goes faster than 74, but I think they claim this 850 and the 1000 top out at 74 miles an hour. Just the 1000 gets there supposed to be a lot quicker. Now it has a lot bigger tires, it's a lot heavier. A lot of them are stretched, so it has a lot more weight to it. But all in all, it has a lot more torque and it's a lot bigger machine. And I really want to see if I can get one. In regards to the Fox shocks comment, I know some of you are probably going to say, "Nah, man, your XT model has Fox shocks." But that is not true. The XTP model, the XTP has Fox shocks. The XT model does not. And I don't want to downgrade these. I don't want to act like these shocks on here are bad. This entire suspension setup is actually amazing. I've been hitting these big, that was a huge bump right there. The camera probably didn't even do it justice, but this thing rides so well. Even hitting these big bumps at 40 miles an hour on this dirt road. Stop at the river real quick. Swampy. Won't see any movement tonight, boys. What a surprise. What a freaking surprise. Well, probably gonna head on home. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this switch. Is it a good idea? Is it a bad idea? Let me know down below. I read every single comment. I try to get to every single comment. Most of the time, I do get to every single comment as well. So I appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Really means a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.